in this concert, we trace the relationship between Georges Sand and Chopin, and it's a very moving relationship because they went through so much together and because he was so ill, and it traces their journey together from when they met until Chopin's very untimely death from tuberculosis.
I must say that I'm amazed and confused by the effect this little creature has wrought on me.
I have now seen her 3 times. She is most persistent. She looked deeply into my eyes as I played.
I've still not recovered from my astonishment. And if I were a proud person, I should be feeling humiliated at being carried away by my emotions at a moment in my life when I thought I should have been settled for good.
It was rather sad music, the legends of the Danube. And my heart danced with her. And her eyes in my eyes, somber eyes. What were they saying? She was leaning on the piano and her embracing gaze flooded me. Flowers around us. My heart was conquered. She understands me. No, she loves me. Aurora. What a beautiful name.
It's so exciting to have the fabulous Dame Harriet Walter and Alex Jennings do this because they bring their own unique take on it, and we've done it a lot of times together now, and I feel they inhabit the part so brilliantly. When I'm sitting there on stage, I feel I'm on stage with Georges Sand and Chopin. That's very exciting because that informs the way I play the pieces.
He embarked on a kind of casual improvisation and then stopped. Our friend Delacroix begged him to continue, but he protested.
That's not the end. That's not even the beginning. Nothing will come, nothing but reflections, shadow shapes that won't stay fixed. I'm trying to find the right colour and I can't even get the form.
You won't find the one without the other. Both will come together.
What if I find nothing but moonlight?
Then you will have found the reflection of a reflection. We dreamt of a summer night and sat waiting for the song of a nightingale.
There are 1 or 2 descriptions by Georges Sand of his process of composing, which is always very elusive. We learn about people's life stories and, you know, we know what they look like and we know what they compose, but it's very hard to describe how they compose. He would go on a country walk and get a tune in his head and want to go back and work on it, and then he'd write hundreds and hundreds of versions of it and usually go back to the first one he first thought of 6 days later.
One evening, as we watched our little dog Marquis running round and round in circles trying to catch his tail, our friend the Countess said, "Monsieur Chopin, if I had your talent, I would compose a piano piece for this little dog." So Chopin rushed to the piano.
Chopin was actually the first classical music I ever heard. My first instinct was to dance to it. And I did go to ballet classes later, but I did flip around the room like a mini Isadora Duncan. It just makes me dance and also makes me a bit sad. And my sister used to say, I like jolly music, and you always like these sad bits of music. I love the minor keys.
I find him extraordinarily moving and melancholy, but I've sort of come to him late in life, really, I suppose.
People write diaries and letters when they're feeling reflective and melancholy. They don't often write when they're feeling
really
joyful.
Happy today.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, we know that must have been in their lives. They had a pretty nice life. We would all like it.
It wasn't so good in Mallorca.
No, forget Mallorca.
I caught a cold in spite of the heat. I can only cough and, covered in poultices, lie here waiting for the spring or something else. And I have coughed basins of blood. 3 doctors have visited me. One smelled what I spat, the second one tapped me where I spat, the third felt me and listened as I spat. One said I was going to die, the second said I was breathing my last, and the third said I was already dead.
I saw him for a moment in the street in March 1848. pressed his trembling and icy hand. I wished to speak to him. He slipped away. Now it was my turn to say he no longer loved me. I was never to see him again. There was a bad feeling between us. I've been told that he'd asked for me, regretted me, and loved me filially until the end. It was thought fit to conceal this from me until then. It was also thought fit to conceal from him that I was ready to hasten to him. But most wrongs in this world are the result of inescapable destiny, itself created by the outside world.